Hi, my name is Ashley Beltran, and this is my family migration tree. So, to start off, I'm starting on the left side, which is my abuelo Serrano. He was born and raised in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Then he moved to the United States around in like 2020. He would always come visit my mom and my dad in California. So then, after a couple of years, he just moved to the US permanently and stayed with us the entire time. Same goes for my abuela Bel. She was born and raised in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Moved to the United States with my grandpa to come join us since my mom did have a baby and my grandma didn't want to be there to take care of my little brother. They were born and raised there. They moved to the United States for the same reason, just to take care of us and to take care of my little brothers and my mom, help my mom and dad out. Then onto the right side, it's my abuelo Rene, which is my dad's dad, and my abuela Elba, which is my dad's mom. My abuelo Rene, he was also born and raised in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and he came to the United States. He was the first one that came to the United States, and he did bring my dad with him after a couple of years, and my dad did get his citizenship as he got older, around like 21, I would believe. And then my abuela Elba, she also moved to the United States. They both moved to California, where me and my parents were at. They moved over there same time as my mom's dad and mom. They moved to the United States, and then just after a while, my grandpa and grandma, they did go back to Honduras, and then they just stayed over there as me and my brothers got older. My mom, her name is Heidi Beltran. She was born and raised in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and then moved to the United States after she got married with my dad in Honduras. My dad was already working in California, so he went back to Honduras, got married with my mom, and then came back to California, to LA. And then on to my dad. He was also born and raised in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Came to the United States when he was around 15 with his dad, my grandpa. He moved over here with his brothers, and he did do long distance with my mom while my mom was in Honduras, which is really cute. And then after that, so I'm the oldest, so they had me. Obviously Ashley. They had me. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I did move to Houston, Texas when I was around the age of 12. We moved because of my dad's job. He got a better opportunity in Texas, so we decided to move to Texas. Before we moved to Texas, my mom had my other brother, Jafet, mi hermano Jafet. He was also born in Los Angeles, California. He is 15 years old, so my mom had him 3 years after me. And then he also moved to Houston, Texas with us. And then the last but not least, mi hermano Samuel. He was born in Los Angeles, California. He wasn't raised there. He was raised in Houston, Texas, because he was like 10 months old when we moved from California to Texas. So he is the youngest. He is currently 8 years old, so we're 10 years apart. But yeah, so basically family migration tree sums up the fact that there was a lot of moving involved. Not that much moving, but we did do a lot of moving, especially my core family, my mom, my dad, me and my brothers. My grandma and grandpa did move with us. My mom's mom and dad, mi abuelo Serrano y mi abuela Bel, they moved to us to Houston, Texas as well, with us, because my mom did still need some help with my 10-month-old brother. So we moved from California to Texas with them. My mom and dad did move to Texas first to look for houses, and they did find a house, and we moved there in September of 2021, I believe. No, 2017. Sorry, 2017. Yeah, 2017. We moved 2017 to Texas, it was a really huge change, just like the environment and everything. It was really different. Me and my brother had to get adjusted to new schools. I was in fifth grade, I believe. Yeah, fifth grade. So we had to get used to all of that. My mom had to get used to her new job. My dad had to get used to his new job, I guess, because he did get transferred from California to Texas for a better paying job. So my dad and my mom did decide to move to Texas just because California was a bit expensive. It was getting way more expensive, and Texas gas prices, rent prices, like it was all just really cheap. Not as cheap, but it was way cheaper than California. The reason why my mom and dad moved to California before they had me, or before they had any kids, was because they did want to give me the life that they never had, which in Honduras it's way different. Schools are different, environment is different, people are different, and they thought it would be more safer to have me here and my brothers here and raise me here, just so we wouldn't have to go through what they went through. So yeah, we moved to Texas, and pretty much it. This deepened my understanding of the relationship between migration and health, because of how migration does have a change in a lot of things, as in financial help, or financially, you need to be financially smart about everything you're doing when you're moving. I have experienced a lot moving, because I did move again actually. After moving to Houston, Texas, a couple years later, my mom and dad decided to buy a new house. So they bought one, like, I would say 45 minutes away from where we first lived. It was my freshman year of high school, and we moved to another town, and I had to move schools. My second semester of high school, I had to move. And yeah, and then it was different for my brothers as well. My brother had to get adjusted to new schools, just to everything. And yeah, my grandma and grandpa actually do still travel to Honduras once in a while. I actually went there in July, so we do go visit often. They also go visit often because they do have their house over there. So, and then my dad's dad and mom, my grandma, his mom is still alive. My grandpa, my dad's dad, he did pass away a couple years ago, so in Honduras, so it was really hard for us, but it's good now. We're still getting adjusted to everything, because now I'm in Arizona, my whole family's back in Houston, so it's same thing right now. It's different for me because I'm in a whole different environment. I'm with more people I had never met in my life, and just started being friends with them from the first day. So that's kind of my perspective of migration, and I hope this family tree did show a lot about my key locations and movements over time, and then the dates and time periods of the migration of my parents, my grandpa, my grandma, and just all of us. But yes, that is my family immigration tree. Thank you.